bless you for coming. So glad you made it. And you as well. Thanks for coming. Oh, and you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of the biggest game on TV. I've got my hand with me here to tell you it's 3, 2, 1. Show that starts with couples competing for cash and finishes with a pair picking a prime prize. And I'm glad you've made it tonight. And I only hope you're feeling in good health. Are you all feeling good tonight? Yeah. Nobody under the weather, huh? Because you know what that means. You've got to see that doctor. And he's got cold hands, hasn't he? Yeah. He touched me the other day. I went, ah! I should have gone... He said, look, the next time you come and see me, bring a bottle. I thought, oh, hello, a party. Well, there was no off-licence open, so I went with a bottle of lemonade. He said, you know, you're the fittest fella I've met for ages. The bloke next to me did it all wrong. He took a bottle of egg flip. They shot him. But here's somebody I want you to come along and meet, the booby prize on our show. Win him, of course, he's our metal foil and foil of metal, Dusty Bin. Ladies and gentlemen, Dusty. Come on, baby. Whoa. Here we go. Win him, and everybody's in a spin. And looking after him this week, the lovely Fiona Curzon. Fiona? How are you? And looking good. Yeah. OK, Fiona, you got us again this week. He's got all the gear on. I don't know what he means. What's he dressed up for?
Well, of course he's Sherlock Holmes, because the theme of the show this week is Whodunnit. And our special guest star is Frankie, Howerd, so watch out for the clues in the 3, 2, 1 thriller.
That's right. Everyone's here, and the most important people, as always, our contestants. Say hello to them right now.
Stephen and Debbie Stoppard from Cardiff. Stanley and Shirley Bowden from Blackpool. Gary and Janet Collins from London.
OK, we start with our 1,000 to 1 quiz. Remember, any one of our couples can win up to £1,000. They play for £10 each correct answer. First round, whatever they win at the end of that round, that's what they play for, each correct answer in the second round. And hello, our first couple tonight are, in fact, Gary and Janet Collins from Shepherd's Bush in London. Yes, Gary?
Yeah, that's
And well, how do you earn a living? What do you do?
I'm a demonstrator.
A demonstrator? What do you demonstrate?
Printing machines.
Printing machines, huh? And what do you print? Anything special?
Well, 4-colour pictures, you know, calendars and things like this.
Calendars? Mm-hmm. Not the calendars with the girls with the...
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh. They're good. Actually, I bought one of those calendars once with the model girls on. It's just that every night seems like bath night, doesn't it? Okay, what about you, Janet? What do you do for a living?
I'm a florist.
Florist? And where is that?
In Shepherd's Bush, where I live.
Yes? On the green itself?
No, it's just inside the station.
Oh, in Shepherd's Bush tube station?
Inside the station, yeah.
Oh, well, flowers grow from underground, don't they? Good.
They do.
That's nice. We've got Libby. Libby Roberts has got your questions. How are you, Lib? Yeah. Lovely. Good to see you, and looking good. You had the barnet done a bit different, huh?
Yes,
looks
nearly.
good. Lovely. Would you like to select one of those 3 envelopes, please? OK, Janet. OK, Libby, thank you. Now, you know we like you to answer alternately. Ladies first. 2 ways we can stop you if you make a mistake or run out of time. And, of course, we do let you have one to start with. Now, this question here is about people who come from a particular town or country. We will give you the place, and we want you to give us the appropriate name for a resident of that place. Now, residents of Liverpool are called Liverpudlians, all right? So that's what we'll start you with. A resident of Liverpool is a...
Liverpudlian.
Right. A resident of Venice is a...
Pass.
A resident of Glasgow is a...
Glaswegian.
A resident of Dublin is a...
Pass.
A resident of Paris is a...
Parisian.
A resident of Naples is a...
Pass.
A resident of Cyprus is a...
Cypriot.
A resident of London is a...
Cockney.
A resident of Manchester is a...
Manchonian.
I'll give you that. A resident of Aberdeen is a...
Scott.
Well done, Gary. Lovely. Oh, I've never felt sympathy like that from an audience before. That was lovely. Well, a couple you didn't know. Venice, of course, it's a Venetian.
Napoleon.
Yeah. Dublin, a Dubliner. And what else have we got? Naples, a Neapolitan. And Aberdeen, of course, was an Aberdonian. So at the end of that round, what have they scored then, Eileen? Yes, they've got 6 right, £60. Not bad. Well done, Gary. Good. Smashing. And here, Another part of the world I know well is Cardiff. Stephen and Debbie Stothert. Yes, I said that right. Which part of Cardiff are you from?
Land of North.
Land of North, yes. Oh, good. And what do you do for a living, Stephen?
Bricklayer.
Bricklayer?
Yeah, with a local, well, Dineen's a local Cardiff company.
Mm-hmm. And is business good these days?
Not too bad, picking up a little bit now.
Debs, what do you do?
For a living.
Yes.
Yes.
I wouldn't ask any more. Stephen's sitting by you, you know what I mean?
I'm a receptionist for the Greig Shipping Company in Cardiff.
Shipping company?
Yes.
And where do your ships go to?
Oh, worldwide trading.
Everywhere?
Yes, everywhere.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And for a hobby, you have you have pen pals, yes?
Yes.
But not just one or two. How many pen pals have you got?
30.
30?
Yes.
Let's have your questions. OK, Libby, thank you very much. Select one of those two, would you? Thanks a lot. OK, we've got the 60 to beat at the beginning here. Now, what have we got for you? The question is about different kinds of animal. We will give you a clue. We want you to say what animal we are referring to. Now, for instance, the symbol of Russia is a bear. So that's what we'll start you with. The symbol of Russia is a...
Bear.
Man's best friend is a...
Dog.
It never changes its spots.
Leopard.
It never forgets.
Elephant.
The ship of the desert.
Camel.
It's the king of the jungle.
Lion.
You might cast pearls before them.
Don't know.
One was called Tarka.
Otter.
It may look at a king.
Don't know.
It's sacred to the Hindus.
Don't know.
Ah, that was a cow right on the end there.
Oh, yeah.
Here, now you know, huh?
Yeah.
It may look at a king, of course, as a cat, and you might cast pearls before them, swine or pigs. So you didn't do bad. At the end of that, you've got 7 right, so you have £70. 70. Well done. Smash it. Now, we got for you. We got the Stanley and Shirley Bowden or Bowden?
Bowden.
Bowden, yes, good. And you're from Blackpool, a place, again, I know very well indeed. Stan, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a toolmaker, but now I work for a large chemical company, the ICI.
It says that you two have got you met in a very, very strange way. What happened?
Well, we're in a local discotheque, and I was standing at the back, eyeing up the birds, with a friend of mine,
Well, at least he's honest.
and picking out what we're going to tackle. And Shirley and her friend walked past, and I had my foot stuck out. She fell right over my foot.
Well, I was surprised. It's quite a size of a foot, that. How big is that?
Size 12.
What he was going to tackle with a size 12 foot. Great stuff. OK, let's have your question. Libby, can we have them, please? Thank you very much. Good luck to you. 60 and a £70 you've got to try and catch up on at the moment. Your question here is about well-known sets of 3. We will give you the first 2 words of a trio. We want you to complete the set of 3. Now, we say wine, women, and song. So that's what we'll start you with. Wine, women, and...
Song.
Faith, hope, and...
Charity.
Lock, stock, and...
Barrel.
Bell, book, and...
Pass.
Baubles, bangles, and...
Beads.
Hook, line, and...
Pass.
Tom, Dick, and...
Harry.
Animal, vegetable, or...
Mineral.
Healthy, wealthy, and...
Wise.
Winkin, blinkin, and...
Pass.
Yes. Matter of fact, I didn't know that. Winkin, blinkin, and nod apparently comes from a child's poem. Hook, line, and sinker. Thought we might have known that. What else have we got there? Yes, bell, book, and candle. So again, you've not done bad at the end of that round. You got 7. You also have £70. Well done. Good. Very, very tight. Very tight. So at the moment, it is very, very tight indeed. Janet and Gary from London are on £60, but leading at the moment, we've got Debbie and Stephen, and also Stan and Shirley, both on £70. Well done. Good. OK, Janet. And Gary, here comes a second round question. Take one of the 3 envelopes, would you? Thanks a lot, Fiona. OK, £60 each correct answer for you this time. Question here is about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters D-I. D-I. We will give you a definition. We want you to give us the word. So, words beginning with D-I. A tyrannical ruler is a dictator. So that's what we'll start you with. A tyrannical ruler is a...
Dictator.
2-cent coin in the... 10-cent coin in the United States.
Dime.
A small boat.
Dinghy.
Large prehistoric animal.
Dinosaur.
Main meal of the day.
Dinner.
Very precious stone.
Diamond.
Wild Australian dog.
Dingo.
Bed without a bed head.
Pass.
Self-inflicted food allowance.
Diet.
Change of route.
Pass.
Ah, not bad. Diversion, that was. Bed without a bed head was a divan, and that's about it. You did pretty well. At the end of that round, you've got £480. Good. Smashing. 480. Well done. That's good. OK, Stephen and Debs, take one of those. Thanks a lot, Fiona. Well, now, £70 each correct answer you're going for. This question here is about words in standard dictionaries beginning with the letters B-O, if you'll pardon the expression. Yeah, I thought exactly the same. The words beginning with B-O. Now, an open-air fire is a bonfire. So that's what we'll start you with. An open-air fire is a...
Bonfire.
A wild pig.
Ball.
Stiff straw hat for schoolgirl.
Boater.
Waterlogged ground.
Bog.
Aborigine missile.
Bow.
No, sorry. Boomerang.
Oh.
Yeah, bow. Boomerang is what we wanted. You got 4 right, though. At the end of that, 4 7s are 28 is £280. Oh, dear. Not bad. Away. Stan and Shirley. OK, thank you very much indeed, Fiona. Now, £70 also for each correct answer. This question here is about words in standard dictionaries beginning with the letters E-S. We will give you a definition, want you to give us the word. Words beginning with E-S. The widening channel of a river is an estuary, so that's what we'll start you with. The widening channel of a river is a...
Estuary.
The unlawful exit from prison.
Escape.
Thin slice of meat. County in southern England.
Essex.
Artificial international language.
Don't know.
Dweller in the frozen north.
Eskimo.
Spanish name for Spain.
Spania.
A person who accompanies.
Escort.
Row of shops on seafront.
I don't know.
And a moving staircase. Ah.
Escalator.
Yes, ah. What do? We're right on the buzzer there. Yes, we're going to accept that indeed. Very good. But that's 7 right, so therefore you have £490. Lovely. Well done. And if you were looking at home there and taking notice, the groups of words that were given to each of our couples were spelt out B-O-D-I-E-S, which is bodies, which ties in with this week's theme of Whodunnit. But at the end of our quiz this week, we've got Debbie and Stephen from Wales on £280. From London, Janet and Gary are £480. Winners this week, no question about it. Shirley and Stan from Blackpool, £490. Oh, Debs. Always feel sorry for our couples that have to leave us at this point. I know how you feel on that one. You answered, right or wrong, you did answer. You always have the chance of saying don't know, but not bad, is it really, £280? Stephen's quite happy about that, I'm sure, and he's taken the bread straight away. Well done. There's your Sir Eric Dusty bin, indeed. Thanks very much for coming. Love to everybody in Cardiff. Give them a round of applause, folks. Cheers, Deb. Thank you. Well, there we are. Time for the break. We're away just for a couple of minutes. We'll see you soon on 3, 2, 1. One again. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2, where we've got Gary and Janet from London, and of course we have Stan and Shirley from Blackpool about to stay with us right through part 2 to see which of them are lucky enough to get through to part 3 and hopefully take home a great prize tonight. Now, you know what happens? We have 3 items to show you. At the end of each one of these items, a character will come here to the table, leave a clue object, read a rhyme. 3 on the table. I'll ask you to reject 1 if you're lucky enough to get through. I'll ask you also to choose 1 to reject if you're lucky enough to get through. So let's get on with the theme this week for our first act of our special 3, 2, 1 Whodunnit. It's called Murder at the Grange. Now, we're going to join Franklin the butler and Flossie the maid, who are clearing the drawing room as the family enjoys dinner.
Thank you. It isn't often butlers get applause. Now, in case you're wondering what this is, this is malt whiskey. What do you think it was? Well, it's not. Now, Flossie, will you take them down, please?
What? Here, in the lounge? Oh, all right then, Mr. Franklin.
No, the cherry glasses. They're dirty. Like some people's minds, I could mention. Yes. Now, Flossie, go and hurry up down to the scullery. Go on. There we are. God help her. She's got a one-track mind, she, as you know. Oh, she'll get herself into terrible trouble one of these days when I've got the energy. Quiet, please. Now, Flossie, talking about the geography, of this house.
We weren't.
We are now, aren't we? Now, this is not the lounge. This is the drawing room.
Oh. Well, I ain't seen anyone drawing in here.
Well, you ain't seen anyone making jam of the conservative, ain't you? But no hat. Go on. Be about your business, girl. I shall go to the dining room and see if they finished eating. Master Rupert, the son and heir.
Oh, my love, my angel, my adorable, sweet, sweet pussycat.
Thank you very much, but listen, you must try and control your feelings in public, please.
Not you.
Oh.
Franklin, I speak of Flossie.
Oh.
I love her dearly.
Dearly? I thought she did it for nothing.
Mr. Franklin.
Yes.
I am to be married.
Ah, good, married, yes.
Rupert asked Lord Smallpiece this evening.
But Lord Smallpiece is already married.
I told my father earlier this evening that I intended to marry Flossie.
Did you really? And did he give his consent?
More or less.
Well, how much more and how much less?
Well, he said I could marry Flossie over his dead body.
Dead body? It's going to be a novel wedding, is it not? His and hers.
Rupert!
Give me a chance to love. Give one more. His and hers. That's better. Continue.
Rupert, you mean he's refused?
Oh, don't worry, my love. He may seem hard and unyielding at the moment, but I promise you, Father will soften. Oh.
Yes, he will soften as soon as rigor mortis wears off. Let us pray. Well, come on, you as well. It includes everybody. Passes a few minutes.
They brought back hanging. I didn't know they'd start with me.
I told you what it would be like when you played Halifax, didn't I?
I didn't bleed a lot, did I?
What's going to be the...
Oh, yeah, I got a splitting headache. Empty bottle of port.
Empty bottle of port is the clue.
Yeah, I don't talk as posh as this normally, but, you know...
No, but you're being a bit of a lardy now,
Yeah,
aren't
give him a touchy idea. You like me on the quiet, don't you? Anyway, so...
you? What's the rhyme?
This prize might well get dirty, though clean when you receive it. The answer should be clear as this. Base metal. Just believe it.
What do you reckon, Gary? Any idea?
Car or the bin.
Car or the bin straight away. You can tell where their minds are, the car or the bin straight away. Ladies and gentlemen, thank great mate of mine, Felix.
Thank you very much, Ted. Thank you, Dave.
Good luck to you both. So that's what you reckon, eh, Janet? Yes? Car or the bin? Or was that you then, Shirley? You said that. What do you
It's the dustbin.
Oh, do you? Well, at least you're thinking the right way. Just try and get rid of... You do definitely hope so. OK, now it's time for Act 2 of our gripping tale. The body's been discovered. The fact remains, though, who done it?
Well, well, well.
Is he?
Is he
Well, if
dead?
Well, if he's not, he's very poorly. I can't see why you're laughing. It's very sad, this.
Mr. Franklin?
Yes.
This is murder.
Oh, isn't she bright? Well, Master Rupert, she should go far. May I suggest she starts out now?
Who on earth could it be?
Rupert, it's your father.
If she goes on like this, there'll be another murder and there'll be more praying.
I know that, Flossie. I meant, who could have done it? I didn't think my father had a single enemy.
Well, I must say, it looks like a team effort, yes. Master Rupert, may I suggest you call the police?
Yes, at once. Hello? Operator. Operator? Operator, this is an emergency. Operator!
Oh, we've been cut off.
No, we haven't. I can hear you now. Operator. Operator, get me the police immediately.
Can you believe this? If I can. What's wrong with Bothered? What's wrong with Bothered? Master Rupert, may I just tamper sufficiently to point out that your connection has been severed?
Oh, don't mess about, Franklin. I'm trying to talk to the police.
In that case, you'll have to shout. Look.
Oh, lummy. Oh, I'll call back later.
This means someone will have to brave the quicksand, cross the moor covered with freezing fog, and ford the river filled with floating icebergs to get to the village.
By God, she's right. Now, promise me you'll wrap up well, dear, won't you?
I say, do you think it's cold outside?
Yeah, we've got a right couple of twits here, haven't we? 2 right twits here.
My God, it's cold in that kitchen.
Well, they say things go in threes, don't they?
Sit! Wait! Stupid cat. I am an inspector of police.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Funny, I usually say that line.
Excuse me. You see, in this sketch, I usually talk to the camera, you understand? That's the camera there, you see. So you don't mind, do you? Don't mind shutting your gob then, do you? Do that if you don't mind. Thank you. Now, that's the first thing. The second thing is, whom are you?
I am Inspector James Corner.
Corner? That's extraordinary. I know no one of that name in the police force in this village.
Exactly. I'm from Scotland Yard.
This is it! This is the one I've been waiting for! It's Corner of the Yard! Oh, God help us. Oh, please, you try then.
The corner of the yard.
Oh, it's worse. Well, let's face it, it's just a bad line.
There he is, Chris Emmett. Hello. Now, Chris, OK, come on, level with us. Tell us who the murderer is, come on.
Tell you? More than my life's worth.
Yeah, it's not. No, we don't believe it's not
All right.
you. What are you going to leave then as a clue?
I tell you what, I'm going to leave you a dog collar. All right? Dog collar.
Dog collar the clue. And how about the rhyme?
Now then, listen to this. Corner's arrived, rogues beware. At last we'll know who done it. Right from the start, you've got the clues. Will you be the ones who've won it?
OK. Janet? Hey, did you say gosh or God then? Both. We know what you meant, though. Could be a dog. Oh, really? Oh, you said cocker spaniel.
Cocker spaniel's collars.
Oh, good. Well, there you are. At least they are really well and truly thinking about it. Thank you, Chris Emmett. Thank you, Chris.
There you are. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck.
Oh. Now, hang on. First of all, we thought the first one was the bin and the car, and this one you think is a dog or a cocker spaniel or something? You know how devious we are on this show. OK, we're going to have one more, OK? Then we're going to have 3 on the table. We're going to have the elimination question to see who goes through. Now we're going to pay our 3rd visit to the Grange. Now, the law's arrived, so we're going to see just how far the investigations have gone.
First, let me recap. Now, Lord Smallpiece was not seen after 8 o'clock. Until when?
10 o'clock, when he dropped in.
I see. Would he have had a nightcap?
A nightcap, no. The axe would have got in the way.
See, when did you first suspect foul play?
As soon as I saw the script.
I see. You, sir, came in shortly before that and joined Franklin and this young man here.
That's a young lady, Inspector.
I never take anything at face value.
May I suggest that you lower your sights to there?
Oh. Since which time you have all been together?
That's right.
Yes, sir.
I see. Where is the rest of the family?
The rest of the family, sir, are dining in the dining room.
I see. You mean you haven't told them about Lord Smallpiece?
I don't go around tittle-tattling.
We must tell them immediately. Franklin, where is the dining room?
Sir, where they're eating. Would you care to see it?
Definitely.
And I will show you.
Right.
If you'll just walk this way.
If I could walk this way... We can't do that joke.
No joke is beneath me.
Oh, Franklin!
What? Wait a minute, there's hours to go yet. This. Oh! One for the road. Oh! Come on, we're waiting.
Well, Franklin, now put the lights on. Flossie, you stay where you are.
Yes.
Crikey!
Good Lord!
Well, there's a lot of this going round at the moment.
Fiona. And you're not going to let on, you're not going to tell us who done it either, are you?
No.
Oh. How about that for character acting? Lovely. And what about the clue? What are you leaving?
Well, a rather smaller magnifying glass.
Okay. And how about the...
Corner of the yard's arrived, an open and shut case, it seems. A star piece of detection. Is it the one of your dreams?
Oh, Stan, surely. Is it the one of your dreams?
We think that's the bin, don't we?
Yes, well, on the
What,
sketch,
one that's just come in?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
On the sketch, he says you've all been together, and all the
there's
diary
something.
rooms in a mess.
Well, that's good. You're thinking about it and talking to each other. Get your nuts together. We're going to find out what it is right now. Thank Fiona Curzon. Thanks, Fiona. Okay. That was the last item there. That's what you think it is. I can read both of these again. Now, remember, Felix Bowness brought in the empty port bottle and said, this prize might well get dirty, though clean, when you receive it. The answer should be clear as this. Base metal, just believe it. That's what Felix said. Now, I know you had thoughts of it earlier on. You might have changed your thoughts. The dog collar brought in by Chris Emmett, who said, corners arrived, rogues beware. At last we'll know who done it. Right from the start, you've got the clues. Will you be the ones who've won it? Now, have you changed any thoughts on what you thought they were originally?
It's a refrigerator.
Oh, suddenly a refrigerator's come in, has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, is the car or the bin gone?
I think that's the bin.
I see, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to ask both of you now which one you'd like to reject if you're lucky enough to get through. So what one are you going to get rid of, Gary? Janet?
I'll get rid of the bottle.
Definitely?
Oh, will we?
Oh, that's it. That's it, Gary. You tell her. Oh, will we, he says. Well done. How about you, Stan and Shirley? If you're lucky enough to get through?
We do think that sounds like the bin, but it's too obvious.
Ah,
And,
yeah.
Shirley's thought about this one.
Really? What does she... Yes, and what does she come up with?
I'll come up with the magnifying glass.
Right, you're going to get rid of the bottle, and if you get through, you're getting rid of the magnifying glass. Here we've got the elimination question. Now, you know what happens? I'm going to read this question. Quite a bit of information is here. When you think you know the answer, hit the button and then answer. If you answer before you hit the button, I must then offer it to the other couple, all right? If indeed they're wrong, we'll carry on until somebody gets it right. Don't forget, hit the button and then answer, and good luck to you all. Here we are. This is the question. This is a famous detective. He kept his cigars in the coal scuttle, played the violin, and... Ah, look at that, by a whisker. Who was it, Shirley? Sherlock Holmes is right. You've done it. Literally, by a whisker. Ah. Right.
That's all we got that
right. Oh, dear. I don't know whether you heard that. Let's hope you got that right, he says. Mike, that was so quick. You were like done. I could never have told which one was first there, but by a whisker, the electronics worked. You were definitely first, and we've got to say goodbye to Gary and Janet here, because you were going to get rid of that. But here's Libby, of course, with the money they won, which was what, Libby?
£480.
Oh, £480. That's all it was.
All right.
That's, of course, the dusty bin that I know you wanted. He's really lovely. Hang on, we've got another consolation prize for you for getting this far. Just look over there and see what Fiona has for you. It's a wonderful tease-made radio and everything. Huh? Is that nice? Smashing. Okay, well, thanks very much, Gary. Thank you very much. Good luck. See you at Queen's Park Rangers. Bye, Janet. Give them a round of applause, folks. Weren't they nice? Lovely. Smashing. Okay. Well, we always have some super couples on our show, and I'm delighted whoever gets through, because they're such lovely people. You're through, as I say, by a whisker, and you've rejected the magnifying glass, right? Okay, folks, we're hoping you're going to stay with us just for a couple of minutes. Come back and see just what it is that Stan and Shirley from Blackpool have rejected. See you in a moment. Thank you, and welcome to part 3 of our special 3-2-1 Whodunnit. Our last remaining couple are Stan and Shirley. They're from Blackpool, Stan and Shirley Bowden, and this is what they've rejected, the magnifying glass brought in by Fiona Curzon. It said, corner of the yard's arrived, an open and shut case it seems, a star piece of detection, is it the one of your dreams? So, Stan and Shirley, what did you think this was? We know what you hope it was.
Open and shut the bin. Yeah. You open and shut the car door, don't you?
Yeah?
No, we thought it was a bin.
Well, we've got to
It is
find...
the bin.
You do. Well, let's see exactly what it is. This is the one you've rejected. Shirley's always right. Is that right, Shirley?
That's right.
OK, corner of the yard's arrived, an open and shut case, it seems. Does this refer to the character in our play, or, indeed, to our other little character, the one who might be found at the corner of the yard? After all, he does indeed, as you said, Stan, open and shut. Star piece of detection. But have you detected a star prize or the tin star of our show? Well, we did give you a warning. Is it the one of your dreams? Well, if you'd won this, you'd have needed a magnifying glass because, in fact, it's the smallest prize on our show. You've done it. No more nightmares. Dusty bin. You've rejected it. Yeah, very clean it is. Oh, yeah. Marvellous. That means you're going to take home a great prize tonight. Good luck to you. Let's get on with our theme of Whodunnit. Whoever the murderer has been, well, he's certainly been busy. And we're going to see now as we return to the Grange.
You don't think this could be some sort of an accident, do you?
An accident?
Yes. I mean, people are always having accidents in the home.
Like his mother and father, I think.
Look, do you think it could be some sort of extraordinary coincidence?
Coincidence? Coincidence? Now, may I borrow your weapon? No. Coincidence? Let me ask you this. What? Yes, I say what? And once more, what? Nobody goes to sleep where I am, and I'll make sure of that, don't worry. What, I say to you, Inspector? What brings you here tonight? You can always tell a star. He brings his own orchestra. Now, answer that.
I had an anonymous phone call from a lady.
Then, Inspector, I suggest that is your woman.
No. My woman's a short, dumpy one from Bolton.
I'll do the jokes, such as they are.
I'm afraid, Franklin, that things are not...
Oh, it's a greedy guts. Oh, that's right. Now, don't sulk.
I'm afraid, Franklin, that things...
Yes?
...are not quite what they seem.
Not quite, I see. I find this laughable. Now, I suppose you're going to suggest they're all going to join hands and sing Auld Lang Syne. You dare!
And equally obviously, it is obvious to me that the cause of death is obviously not what it obviously is.
Obviously.
Huh?
So obviously, I suppose, they've all been poisoned.
Correct!
The man's a buffoon!
And equally obviously, it was the trifle. The only course that Mr. Rupert did not consume.
But it can't be the trifle. Plantagenet always has the trifle.
Plantagenet? Who's Plantagenet?
The family parrot. And he's all right, look.
It is
Not now, he isn't. He's sick as a parrot.
That's it! A poisoned trifle. Oh. The rest, a subtle subterfuge to throw us off the track. Naturally, I shall have this analysed, but I think for now, one touch will prove me right. Follow that!
Right, I will. No, not from your Nelly. I can hurt myself. Well, now.
So, now corner of the yard is...
Corner of the graveyard.
Hello. Now, Ted, there we are.
George, you did it.
Yes. I'm leaving the trifle.
Rupert's trifle?
Rupert's trifle, that's
Here
the
you are,
one.
you see.
My friends, and here's the rhyme. You wouldn't be like the parrot who had trouble with something he ate. We might try to dangle a carrot. If you asked us, we'd call it a date.
Okay, Shirley. Sounds like what's that? A couple of days for a holiday. That's what it sounds like. Anyway, will you please thank Mike
I'll leave
Newman.
that.
Cheers,
Take care,
Mike.
old son.
Mike
That's enough for you,
Newman.
kiddo. Take care. God bless you.
Cheers, mate. Well, okay. That sounds like a date for a holiday, you said, Stan. I can read the port bottle brought in by Felix, of course, or the dog collar, which was brought in by Chris. Which would you like to hear out of these two?
I might say the collar.
The which one?
The collar.
You want to hear that again? All right. Okay, the collar from Chris Emmett. He said, corners arrived, rogues beware. At last we'll know who done it. Right from the start, you've got the clues. Will you be the ones who've won it? That's what Chris said. You're in the very fortunate position of... What do you think? One has to go right now. You've got rid of you-know-who, which is very good. What one are you going to get rid of?
The dog collar.
Yes, definitely. Okay, the dog collar. You think that's a good choice, audience? Oh, yes, they've agreed with him. You're definitely going to reject that, are you? All right, the dog collar from Chris Emmett. Corners arrived, rogues beware. At last we'll know who done it. Right from the start, you've got the clues. Will you be the ones who won it? Said Chris. Right. Corners arrived, rogues beware. At last we'll know who done it. Rogues beware. Could this be a warning about our own little rogue, Dusty Bin? Not now. You've got rid of him. But what about the dog collar? Now, who would wear a dog collar?
Priest.
Yeah, a priest. Or maybe a vicar. Right from the start, you've got the clues. Well, the start of the rhyme was corners arrived, rogues, C-A-R, C, A, and R were also the letters at the start of each line, and the dog collar, in fact, was worn by a vicar.
Yeah.
And you're not the ones because you have rejected tonight's star prize, the Ford Escort, I'm afraid.
I knew what I saw it coming from.
Stand round the back of that to rub salt in the wound. Oh, dear, you must be feeling a bit sad about this. Happy you got rid of Dusty Bin. Sad you've rejected the marvellous Ford Escort. You could have done with a new car, couldn't you?
Yes.
Who couldn't today? You just tell me who couldn't. However, unfortunately, you have turned it out. But we do know you're going back with a good prize. So let's stay just there and have our final act. Conclusion of our thriller. Now we've found that the defective detective is out of the way. Let's go and see if the remaining threesome can unmask who the villain of the piece really is.
Yes.
You both realise that the murderer is still at large.
And still inside the house.
And there's only 3 of us left in the house. Should we stop now, or shall I get some traffic lights?
That means it must be one of us.
Oh, surely not. Surely you don't suspect us. You're two loyal and devoted sons, Flossie and I, who would have laid down our lives for your family. Surely you don't suspect us.
Oh, no, of course not.
In that case, it only remains for you, doesn't it, then? Lord Small Beast.
Me, Franklin?
Yes! You're the one who stands to gain most from your father's death.
That's right, Rupert.
Oh, yes, but
And you're now free to marry the woman you love, aren't you?
That's right, Rupert.
Oh, yes, but
And you've got plenty of those folding green things that will enable you to pay off your debts.
That's right, Rupert.
You shut up. Oh.
And
will you shut up, too?
I've never been so humiliated since I saw the fee for this show.
Franklin, this is all circumstantial evidence.
Ah, but you were the only one not to eat that poisoned trifle, weren't you?
Ah, yes, but that's because I came in to see Flossie.
Oh.
But who will believe you? Oh, Rupert, you are ruined.
Oh.
Wait. There might be a way.
Oh, anything. Dear old, loyal old Franklin, what can I do? My old friend, what can I do?
Well, you first of all unhand me. Thank you. And secondly, stop treating me like Methuselah. Do you mind? Now, look. You are the only one not to eat the poisoned trifle. That is a circumstantial evidence against you. Now, The only one. Now, could I suggest this? If you just partooken of a whimsy of that trifle, it would prove your innocence.
Gosh, you're right. I'll do it. There.
There.
Now I've tasted.
There. Innocent, but dead.
He's dead! Franklin, you are wonderful. Rupert is confronted with the truth and commits suicide. And under the terms of Lord Smallpiece's will, the Grange is yours.
No, not mine. Ours, my sweet. Ours. Oh, ours. Oh, yes. Don't hurt you, so sorry.
The plan was pure genius.
Oh, no, really. It was a mere trifle. Come on, all together.
Frankie Howerd.
Yeah.
Now then, Frankie, what are you going to leave?
Well, now, what? When? What? I'm going to leave.
Now, what are you going to leave?
After that sketch, I'm going to leave the country, I think. Anyway, nice to see you.
Shirley and Stan come
Yes,
from
nice
Blackpool.
to-
Unfortunately, they've got rid of, well, they've got rid of Dusty Bin, which is good, but they've got rid of a car as well. And they're waiting to see what
As
they're
long
going
as
to
they've got each other, that's the main
That's
thing.
all that matters. What are you going to leave them as the clue, then,
Well, that's
Frankie?
the tattered title deeds.
Oh.
I hope it means something to you.
Tattered title deeds.
TTD.
Yeah, and what about the wrong? What does
Now,
that say?
it says, good manners would give you time to think, but you won't own it outright. Will it never end, you say? It will, but not tonight. It will, but not tonight. I hope it's helpful to you.
I hope it is. We're going to thank the one and only and the great Frankie Howerd. Thanks, Frankie. Thanks so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Howerd. Okay, he's left you the tattered title deeds. We can hear the empty bottle that Felix Bowness brought in, or else the Rupert's trifle brought in by Mike Newman. Which of these two would you like to hear again?
The trifle.
Trifle? Yes? All right, Mike said you wouldn't be like the parrot who had trouble with something he ate. We might try to dangle a carrot. If you asked us, we'd call it a date. That's what Mike said. So, we have to reject...
That's a holiday, don't we?
What, the trifle?
Yes.
Yeah, this was...
Bottle is what?
Lead
Base metal.
Base metal.
I think that's
I think
lead.
that's lead.
And what about
Crystal,
one that Frankie just brought in? What do you think that is?
Well, the only thing he may ever own is renting a TV set.
There's a few rumblings in the audience. What one do you think they ought to get rid of, audience? The trifle. Oh, well, hang on. It's your decision. They're just helpful.
All right.
What?
The bottle.
Can I go along with that?
Yeah.
All right. You said the trifle, they're going for the bottle, all right? Rejecting Felix Bowness's empty port bottle, he says, this prize might well get dirty, though clean when you receive it. The answer should be clear as this, base metal, just believe it. So, this prize might well get dirty, though clean when you receive it. Couldn't be Dusty Bin, he went early on. Lots of things, of course, that we give away that are clean, often get dirty once you use them. And don't forget that in that sketch, Fiona was clearing away dirty sherry glasses when we joined Act 1. The answer should be as clear as this. Well, if something's clear, we say it's as clear as... Crystal. Yeah, and base metal you latched onto just now, just believe it. Lead is a base metal. Put that together with crystal, and you could have decanted many bottles, not just this port bottle that Felix brought you in, this magnificent set of lead crystal glassware. Take a look at this. Shirley and Stanley, I mean, that really is a wonderful prize. I'm sure you'll agree. Marvellous lead crystal glass, it's beautiful. And if you'll notice, not just that we've got the decanters and the glasses, right there in the centre, there is a special Dusty Bin goblet that's been particularly made, which I'm sure you'll agree is really something else. Look at that, there it is. Isn't that something? The tattered title deeds brought in by Frankie Howerd. Now, Mike Newman said, you wouldn't be like the parrot who had trouble with something he ate. We might try to dangle a carrot. If you asked us, we'd call it a date. That was Mike Newman. Frankie Howerd brought in the tattered title deeds. Good manners would give you time to think, but you won't own it outright. Will it never end, you say? It will, but not tonight. So one of them has to go. Come on, talk up and let everybody hear. What one you're going to keep, what you're going to reject?
Well,
Should we
they
reject
both sound like a holiday. You know?
They do.
And there was a parrot, and they
Yes.
live in Australia.
Oh, really? I don't remember Australia, but parrots come from there. Yeah, one's got to go. Which
We
will go?
can't keep that one, so that must be something that's short-lived.
Can't keep holiday. But...
Well, come on.
Well, you decide. Go on.
Well, you decide he keeps
Reject
giving
a trifle.
Yes, Shirley? OK. Stan?
Yeah,
OK.
She picked the pig.
She's picked. He's going to really blame it on you if it's not what he wants. You want to reject the trifle, yes? OK, so you're rejecting the trifle that Mike brought you in. You wouldn't be like the parrot who had trouble with something he ate. We might try to dangle a carrot. If you asked us, we'd call it a date, is what he said. He wouldn't be like a parrot who had trouble with something he ate. Well, poor old Plantagenet was pretty sick, so if you wouldn't be like him, there should be something good. Now, we might try to dangle a carrot. If you asked us, we'd call it a date. Well, with carrots, dates, and of course the trifle that Mike brought you in, there's a lot of food about here, I think you'll agree. You wouldn't have had trouble with food, but you'd certainly asked us for dinner, we would hope, because you've rejected, if you'd have won this, you'd have invited us, we hope, but you've not. You've rejected this magnificent Georgian dining table with 6 matching chairs. Look at this. Shirley, a Georgian dining table, 6 marvellous matching chairs, and in fact the table is George III, would you believe? So as you can imagine, it's 3-2-1, superb prizes. That really is worth a heck of a lot of money. It's been rejected, the trifle. You listened to some of our audience, and you also listened to some because you kept the tattered title deeds which Frankie Howerd brought you in. Frankie said good manners would give you time to think, but you won't own it outright, which I think confused you a little. Will it never end, you say? It will, but not tonight. So what is your prize tonight? Good manners would give you time to think, but you won't own it outright. Well, giving you time to think might have made you think of clocks, but I don't think it did tonight, but it could have done. Why don't you own it outright? That's what you can't understand, isn't it? You thought it was a holiday, I think. Usually the only thing you don't own outright on our show if you win it is Dusty Bin, because you win him, all you take home's a brand new dustbin. Will it never end, you say? It will, but not tonight. Well, Frankie brought you in these tattered title deeds, so this is something to do with time. Yeah. Which you won't own outright and which has a connection with title deeds. Now, what you've in fact won here, Stanley and Shirley from Blackpool, you won a timeshare apartment of your own for 1 week every year for the next 80 years. Hey, look at this. Look at this. Now this is Brantridge Park House, mid-19th century elegance. It's set in 8 acres of garden in tranquil Sussex Downs. You'll find it the ideal setting for luxury, and you'll discover inside your own apartment, which has its own sitting room, bedroom, bathroom and kitchen, which are all fully furnished, combining traditional elegance with all the modern equipment you could desire. Outside, of course, there's not only croquet, tennis, golf, fishing, shooting, and of course, swimming in the covered heated pool. And if in any year you'd prefer that, you can swap your timeshare at one of 500 other places in 26 countries in the world. What a prize! How about that? Smashing, huh? Congratulations. Oh, hang on. Come this way, Stan and Shirley. Come this way, straight in. Now, you won that marvellous prize. I think that's really a sensational prize. Don't forget about the money you won in the quiz. How much was that, Libby?
£490.
Just another £490, that's all. Huh? And he says it's a bit better than the car. I think you can say that again. A fabulous holiday. What about that holiday? Every year for 80 years, or you can go anywhere you want. It's entirely up to you. Whatever you pick. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Shirley, again. You too, Stanley. Great folks from Blackpool, ladies and gentlemen. Till we see you again next week, have a fabulous week. See you on Saturday, 3, 2, 1. Good night, everybody. Oh. What about that? What about that?